Peace and wholeness, family. Today, we're going over how to prevent a merger regarding your trust. What is a merger? A merger is normally the trustee has what is called the legal title or legal ownership. The beneficiary holds what we call the equitable title or having equitable ownership. A merger is where the trustee holding legal title somehow, depending on the situation or the intent of the grantor, trustor, settlor, somehow he has both legal and equitable title. At that time, most of the time, merger occurs, and the extinguishment of your trust is the result of that. Meaning, poof, the trust disappears. So we're going to go over two ways how to prevent a merger. It's more than one, but today we're just going over two. And one that you're very familiar with regarding trust number one. Again, you have the grantor, settlor, and trustor. Now, they'll be called different things depending on the state that you're in, of course, statutorily speaking. Now, you're not subject to that statutory rule, okay? But we have the grantor, we also have who is appointed the trustee. The trustee could either be a LLC or corporation, which is a legal entity. That way, the trustee, which is the LLC or the corporation, holds legal ownership and is out of your name, no longer in your name. And you are also considered the beneficiary. Down here is considered X, and also with maybe another party would be Y. This is a perfect way you can still have the benefit of the trust and not creating a merger and extinguishing your trust for such merger. And then you also have what is trust number two. Trust number two, of course, still has the same structure, such as the grantor, the trustor, or the settlor. In this situation, besides appointing one trustee, we have a group of trustees, such as X and Y. Okay? And X and Y, as you see here, is also considered the beneficiaries. Well, a merger doesn't occur in this situation because X still has a duty to a third person called Y. And Y still has a duty to the third person called X. As long as they don't have a duty to themselves, a merger doesn't occur. But when does that happen? Well, normally, a merger happens where Y, say Y passes away, and X is the remainder. Now, a merger can happen. But in most situations and cases, X will only be a temporary trustee, according to a court, and it will be replaced by a substitute trustee because, of course, you cannot be your own trustee. Even if it's just X alone, without it being a group. And X by himself is a trustee for the X himself and Y. Well, the trust will still exist because X, it still has a duty to Y. Okay? Now, there's many ways that we can prevent a merger, but these two are the most common ways a merger can be prevented. And if you still want to somehow have a benefit and maybe control how things are operated, okay, in a trust. If you need any more information regarding this and how this works, you can contact me on Instagram at living_equity private ministry or on Facebook at Trade Ali. Also, you can check out our merchandise, Beneficial Owner and the Covenantee. We'll talk about that science later, but you can check that out at www.livingequityprivateministry.org. Okay? The link will be in the comment. Well, in the status, rather. Drop it in the comments as well, just in case you want it. But that's it. Peace, love, prosperity.